if operators understood just, one thing about protecting their harvest and their facility from preventable losses. I'm in the insurance business where there's some that are preventable and, others that are just flat out, accidents. That's why we're here. But what would that be? One thing that they could do to protect their harvest or facility?
The number one thing, and I see it happen quite often, is that automation gets pitched and implemented as this way to save on labor because labor is going to be your hardest and most expensive part of your project. But automation without monitoring is a recipe for disaster. It is automation is a tool to empower labor to be able to do their jobs better and to focus more on the plants. But when you automate something like irrigation, for example, and this is a direct example from the facility that I ran. Um, if you have automated irrigation, the plants are feeding themselves, but you don't have anything that's going to confirm that the plants actually fed themselves, then you're just going to assume that this thing that was supposed to happen did indeed happen. So if somebody is mixing nutrients and there's a big sign on the wall that says, "Do not leave this valve closed, you will kill the plants," and they happen to leave that valve closed without a sensor somewhere in the substrate there or in the pipes that's going to tell you that the water didn't flow through the pipes, then you're not going to catch that right away because you're going to think the system's just humming along, doing what it's supposed to be doing.
Mhm.
So I actually was battling with the investors at this facility to get some substrate sensors because I knew that this problem existed. We were running extremely lean. They just implemented automation as a way to cut labor. So I'm like, we need sensors. We need not only do we need data, we just need fire alarms to tell us if the plants are about to die. So I got vetoed on all of my purchase requests. So I went and bought some, put them in this greenhouse, and literally a couple days later, I get a ping on my phone and they the plant is drawing back too far. I'm like, why is that? That's weird. Let's go check it out. Walk in, valve closed. Had that gone throughout the entire 100-degree Trinity County summer day, that row of plants would have been cooked.
Wow.
And it's $100 sensor that's saving tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars in product. And it's it's sold a lot. The sensors are sold a lot as data and being able to crop steer and control the plants, which I am fully on board with. But from
Mhm.
a base level, these things are just basic product insurance. You're gonna know before something bad happens. It's not only is it quality, is it product insurance? I keep saying quality because it's also
Yeah.
quality insurance. You're able to understand what's happening with your plants, and it's again just more data. Which, as long as it's just not data for the sake of data, then it's always great.